It's not just fans and communities who are enjoying the spoils of Bankwest Stadium, but the players themselves.
Absolutely, Jules. Gone are the days of rough pitches. Remember the Mercurochrome and Benadine all over the news? The turf is beautiful, the stadium is wonderful. I had the opportunity to catch up with Phil Kearns, of course, a former Wallaby captain. He's a board member of Venue New South Wales, and here's Phil. So, Phil, for us mere mortals, what's it like to play on those amazing grounds, like Lansdowne Road, Twickenham, Murrayfield?
Yeah, the Northern Hemisphere stadiums, they're rectangular, so they're focused just on rectangular sport, so that makes a real big difference, because the crowd sits on top of you. And so when you're going to grounds like in Dublin, the old Lansdowne Road, not a big crowd, but intimate. And you can hear them yelling out stuff at you and support to their team. And then you go to somewhere like Carter Farms Park, and when you're in the change room, you can hear the singing, you can hear the beautiful Welsh voices coming into the change room, and then when you run out, they're sitting on top of you, and it's noisy and it's fabulous.
And it's great we've got it here. Bankwest is unbelievable.
It was a new experience for Sydney sports followers. I don't think they understood how good it could be. And, one stadium's, they're all the same, but this stadium is different. And I hear it time after time from people who have been out there. And, I might hear someone, actually, even on the ferry or something, I might hear someone say, I was at the Bankwest Stadium. And I'll prick my ears up and I might turn around and ask them a question, how was it? And they'll go, it's the best. And so they actually do feel that difference.
One of the things I loved about the stadium was it was easy. I took my 84-year-old father and my 10-year-old son, and everything is easy.
It is, it's simple. One of my great mates, Richard Toms, has recently become a quadriplegic. Tomsy's been out there twice now, got out there by public transport, and he just said it's so simple to get around the place, and the seats for people with disabilities are terrific. They're in a great spot. Lots of disabled toilets for them to use. He said it was a great experience. So he's going to keep going out there a lot more. It's easy.
These things just don't happen as well. A lot of work goes into making it right.
We had some terrific people on the board working on it who, John Quayle, who you'll know from rugby league circles, an ex-rugby league player, a great man. And he and a couple of his colleagues, Glenn Turner and Noel Cornish, really drove a process that was particularly focused on the customer. Who's going to be visiting our stadium? What does the fan want? And the most important person in that stand is the fan. And the whole fan experience has been central to getting this stadium right. And those three guys just did a great job. And working with the builders to deliver on time, on budget. So there's a lot of work gone into it. It just doesn't happen, as you say.
What's it like being on a board like this where you can make real change?
It's quite a special board. From the mix of skills that are brought to the board, from knowledge around technology and around marketing and around customer experience, through to engineering skills and design skills on the board. That's been brought together by our terrific chairman, Christine McLaughlin. And to have all those people in the one room, I'm the token sportsman or ex-sportsman on the board, and to have that group together, I think covers all the bases in terms of an experience, and that the sum of the parts makes a really big whole. And so it's been a great part of my life to be part of that board. And I guess for us, at the end of the day, to be able to actually deliver something, it's not a board that's just sitting there making some decisions which you actually don't see the result of, but be able to see the result in this stadium that's now built is incredible.
And the sleeves are still rolled up, of course. ANZ Stadium, exciting.
One of the great things is that these stadiums, not only for sport, it's for entertainment. And so Bankwest have just recently announced that Elton John's going to be playing the last concert of his tour in that stadium, which will be awesome, and the light show will be incredible. But ANZ Stadium, over the last little while, our biggest events have been entertainment. Taylor Swift concert, we had 3 Ed Sheeran concerts at 83,000 seat. We had Adele play 2 95,000 seat concerts there. So artists these days, they don't sell records. They make their money out of great stadiums and great tours. And unless you have a great stadium or great stadia in your state, in your city, they won't come. So that's what we're doing. We're maximising the potential of those events and those acts to come to our city, and that's exciting.
Now, when you were growing up, playing on all sorts of different fields, it was mercurochrome at 10 paces. This is very different. This is unbelievable, the technology and the quality of the turf.
Yeah, there's been some hard surfaces around the place. The old cricket pitches, after they get wet and then they dry out and they get quite ragged edges on them and all that sort of stuff from the old days. And even more recent times, we've seen some turf being dug up. There's no more damaging impact than a rugby scrum on turf. And this turf at Bankwest has just held together beautifully. It's natural turf as well, so it retains its sort of softness and ability for the players to hit the deck hard and come up bouncing, sort of thing. So the turf is a major factor of it, and particularly soccer is very particular around the surfaces that they have and how flat it is and no bumps and all that sort of stuff. And this surface has been able to tolerate the highest level of rugby match, and it's also been able to do the high level soccer match as well. So the expertise that's been put into it is fabulous.